Hey, happy Saturday, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Zoom. This is the part of the Zoom where it's the opening minutes, and I have not yet hit admit yet. Life is truly what you make of it. There's two hats on my head. I could go down to none, but I need at least one, so it's going to be that one for at least a little bit. So, um, hopefully everyone has had an amazing week. I know we each face ups and downs during the week, and it's up to each of us what type of attitude we bring with us wherever we go. So, Zoom is a digital format, and if you make it on here, you make it on here. And in any case, we shall see what we shall see. So, and I think in these times when our mind is active and we know that our life impacts those around us, we have to think about what it's like, what it is that we can positively accomplish using our time. How can we best make usage of the time that we have? And that's going to mean different things to different people. So some people are physically in Central Texas. If you're physically in Central Texas, it's possible to visit face to face. But if you're physically elsewhere, other locations, then you want to use some of your effort to get together with people in your area. So, in any case, it is right now 9 something, and we'll see what this Zoom today is like. The weather here in Central Texas is somewhere around 58 degrees Fahrenheit, and I know some people like Celsius degrees. I think it's somewhere around 12 maybe degrees Celsius for those who appreciate Celsius. And in any case, I I think life is interesting when you embrace life on life's terms. I think so often we try to make life to fit into somebody else's way. So somebody has told you what is true, and you believe it. And you believe it in part because you want that to be true versus actually taking the time to check, taking the time to investigate yourself. Your brain and my brain has a right side and a left side, and one side of our brain is more orderly, and one side of our brain is more creative. And so, in any case, I'm probably rambling at the beginning of a Zoom meeting, and I think it's totally okay to ramble um, in any case. And so, as we're just getting underway on a Saturday, and maybe what before some of the others arrive, maybe this is a good time to be reflective, myself be reflective. And if you're getting the opportunity to watch this on the internet, one way or the other, potentially this, right now, this is being recorded live around 9 something in the morning on a Saturday in November 2025. And so, but potentially this will also be on the internet as well, hopefully. And we'll see how everything works out. Life takes place one step at a time. And I'm just in a mindset where I'm thankful and grateful for everything, and both the little things and the big things. Because if you start from a place of gratitude, all the other things work themselves out. So, in any case, um, I am trying to think what is most fun to talk about before others may or may not. Oh, I will hit admit. And we'll see what else we can discuss here on a Saturday morning. Jason, welcome to Zoom, sir. Hopefully, technology will work correctly. And
Hopefully, let me press all these many buttons, and
hey,
my computer camera had to figure out what to do with the brightness outside there for a second, it looked like. The chickens are up.
well, good. Let's get those chickens to,
I get moving.
yeah, we need those chickens to get moving here on a Saturday. So it has been an amazing day already, and it is good to see you, sir. So, Jason,
Thank you.
have you, do you have Alabama nailed down? And whatever this terminology nailed down means, I'm not 100% sure what it means, but could you say, do you have Alabama nailed down?
I got my little section of it nailed down pretty well.
Hey, that's a good start. That's a good
It'll
start.
hold it till we get a rope on it.
Hey, there we go. There we go. So, well, I'd like to think I have Texas nailed down. I don't know if I can nail down the entire state, but I've at least, I've got the
Big
Killeen.
state.
What's that?
That's a big state to nail down.
It is. It is
Might,
very big.
might
And
have to use two nails.
yeah, it could use two or three, maybe even several nails. But I'm just excited on a Saturday morning, and it's been a busy morning already. I think it's entirely possible that I took at least one or two photographs that may or may not have found their way onto the interwebs. And you know, I like to put photographs on the interwebs sometimes. That way, that way there's a record. It's so
Yeah.
important in this digital age. It's so important that there's a record because if somebody's going to say, well, you slept all the way till 10:45, and you say, well, I probably did, but look at the, da 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 da.
Yeah.
So, but in any case, what other uh, what other subjects should we attempt to you know and I'm an open book, so I don't know and for those who potentially get to see this on the internet, it's 9:23-ish on a Saturday morning, and
If
it
you're in the central time zone, that's what they say it is, unless they arbitrarily decide to change it.
yeah, and they might do that. They get bored
Yeah.
sometimes. They got to change things up. They want to keep, you know, regular folks guessing. Because if things get too predictable, then hey, now that looks nice. Jason? What are we looking at right now, right about now?
That's a hibiscus flower. It's a different color there. And what I think is so cool is this lemon tree here, or I don't know, there's a lemon and a lime here, and I've moved around. Okay, this is a lime. It actually it's got flowers on it starting to bud to produce fruit, and here it is going into what we would call the winter. So I find that pretty interesting. Most of our other fruit, it's doing stuff in the spring and everything, and then the citrus is like, well, no wonder it doesn't grow here. But in the greenhouse, it does really well. Uh,
Makes sense. Makes sense.
and everything's starting to look like winter outside, and the leaves are getting off the trees, and we may have a little more green out there than some people in the country, but I had to come out here. It's kind of dreary outside, so I was like, shoot, I'm gonna come out here to the greenhouse where it's still like summer.
Mm, makes sense. Makes sense. So, yeah, I think having a greenhouse is really smart for a lot of reasons. Obviously, you can keep going even when the weather might not otherwise cooperate.
Oh yeah.
And
You can start your stuff earlier. Like here's one type of we've got so many peppers and tomatoes, and it's not like just pretty plants in here. There's a lot of food plants in here as well. So
Makes sense.
no doubt. And in this crazy, crazy, allegedly it's crazy. I don't know if you watch the news or if you pretty much crawl out from underneath the rock right now, things seem a little bit like people are maybe a little unhinged in
Yeah.
some areas. So, the more you're doing for yourself right now, I promise you, the more empowering it is. Just do something for yourself and realize like the different feeling you can have of you know, being able to block out some of that outside noise and not being quite so concerned about it.
Yeah. That makes sense. Well, welcome, Eric. Are you
Big E.
Big E? As you're logging in here, I have to ask a question. Was I supposed to keep your first name a giant secret? Because if I was,
Well, his
then I
first
may.
name's Big, last
Or,
name
Well,
E.
well, you haven't used my first name yet, so that's okay.
oh, okay. I thought I
He
inadvertently.
missed it.
I
I heard it. It's on record.
I heard a name that started with an E, but no
Uh,
one has confirmed
that's
what that
true.
was about.
We actually could be speaking to Ernest, or I'm drawing a blank
Emilio.
on any more.
Bill,
Ebenezer. I'm searching
could
for
be
E
Bill,
names and they're not coming to me.
could be
So,
Zachariah.
yeah. How is everything in your neck of the woods, so to speak?
My neck of the woods is very nice here today. It's very overcast and kind of a little humid, but the temperature is just nice outside.
Yeah, I'd call it pleasant.
Yeah, it's pleasant.
Well, that is a good thing.
The big yellow hurdy thing is not up there. Well, I mean, I guess it is, but the clouds are got it covered up.
Yeah, it's up there somewhere.
The big yellow hurdy thing. I have something behind my head, but that is not the big yellow hurdy thing. That is something else. And so, in any case,
Now those tomatoes don't think it's hurty.
No, they don't. They love it.
Yeah,
What I'm actually finding out though is especially during the middle part of our summer, is that the tomatoes actually like it better in the greenhouse or somewhere where they get a little bit of like just not that direct beat down sun. They actually seem to do better.
yeah, it's too much in
Yeah,
the summertime.
it gets to be too much.
it
And
does.
I understand.
Um, are I am standing up. Is anyone else sitting down? Because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out. I'm 48 years old and I have to ask silly questions like, do I have permission to sit down? Because I'm totally okay standing up, sitting down. Is there a halfway position between standing up and sitting down?
Squatting.
Squat. Oh, I don't want to
That's
squat. That would maybe
You
I bet
asked.
I better not do that one. Oh my.
The
I'm
answers you
gonna
get when you ask questions.
exactly. Well, sometimes it's better just no questions at all. There we go. I found a way to sit down, so that is good. Sitting down is one of the top 7 things you can do in life.
Oh, I think I'm gonna sit down. And I know y'all can't hear that over the audio, but it just started kind of sprinkling rain, like just now, and I can hear it on the greenhouse. It's pretty cool. Wish y'all could
Wow.
experience it, but
Hey Chuck, sir, how is your Saturday rolling along at this juncture?
I've never been knighted.
You've never been knighted? What?
don't call
No.
him sir. He works for a living.
I yeah, well there's that. I was a non-com, but no,
A
I've
dub
never
league.
been knighted.
Yeah.
So, Chuck, Chuck, do you have, can you do you have Ohio nailed down? I know we talk. I know this is
No, no,
very.
no. I'm still caulking. I'm still caulking.
You're still caulking.
Yeah, I have pictures. I'm still caulking.
Not to
I
the
ran out
nailing
of
part.
caulk.
We're doing the caulking.
Yeah, but the nailing's next. I
We
have
may
some
paint it
drafty
first.
windows.
Oh
Mm.
my goodness. So, um, what other somebody there we've covered all kinds of amazing things and it's barely such and such time on such and such day. What is the most important subject to that we can attempt uh to solve on a Saturday morning? Could we is it possible even to solve anything on a Saturday morning?
Um, I would say my biggest challenge this week has been arguments and conclusions made from ignorance.
Hmm.
Been
Hmm.
really bad this week.
Wow. Mercury is in retrograde, I believe.
I mean, I use a digital
Whatever that
thermometer,
has to
but
do with
yeah.
it, the change in frequencies, but it's funny you say that, Chuck, because that's literally what I've been dealing with this week, and a freaking, man, a monumental amount of stuff to try to juggle and sort out and get done at the same time.
No, I literally today it's been like four people already today, and it's early for me,
Damn,
and
four
yeah,
ignorant
four
people
people
already.
today. Arguments from ignorance and actions taken on those, and it's like, man, y'all really don't want to know anything, do you? Like, just you don't want to learn anything, so you just want to do.
Well, Chuck,
One of my friends is a doctor of psychology at this big prestigious university near me. And I asked him, I said, Stephen, 30 years of shrinking heads, what have you learned? He says, well, I've learned two things. One, people don't want to learn. And number two, they're going to do what they're going to do.
there you And that was how many years of shrinking heads did it take him to come to these observations?
30.
30. Oh, okay. Well, wow. You know,
So when you realize that the powers that shouldn't be, that have the ability to kind of perform some illusions and steer the herd, know this information.
Yes, I
Why,
addressed that.
like, start using that thinking to the furthest level. Well, in that case, of course, it makes perfect sense. Like the different quotes we've heard. Anytime the people need a hero, we're going to provide one for them. We'll know that our disinformation, is complete whenever all the American public believes is false, and it goes on and on. It's like, well, yeah, we're being sold a pack of lies. A lot of fear is being produced, a lot of cortisol, a
yeah.
lot of uncertainty. The
Yep.
herd starts running here and there, and that's what we're seeing right now. So I wish people would really just kind of get out of that constant fear. Whatever you got to do to get out of that state so that your brain starts working more clearly and you start
Exact
using more
sunlight.
cognitive ability.
Now, here's my
Sunlight.
question. Here's a question I ask everybody when somebody says something that makes sense like that. I say, why would they do that?
Chuck,
Right.
No, really.
don't ask
When so,
please, can you, Chuck, would you
Please, let's
refrain from difficult questions? I can't handle difficult questions right now.
Why would they do that? When somebody says the police should do this, yeah, but why would they do that? Well, politicians
right.
should do this. Why would they do that?
Right.
Yeah.
People
What
should
they
do this.
should do
Why would they
and
do?
what
Why would they do this?
exactly. What is their motivation?
Yeah.
There's
You know?
that, but yeah, why? But why would they do differently?
Exactly.
Why would they repent?
Yeah. If they
Exactly. You
have
want to
no
see something
reason
pretty?
to, yeah, if you can't show, then they're,
You can show them. That doesn't get you anywhere. That's not what they're going to do.
yeah, unfortunately.
Yep.
So,
Yes,
um,
sir.
I'm still my brain. You guys, if I ever get off on tangents, just violently interrupt, and I mean like violence. Use a some sort of, but on a Zoom meeting, you can't really, violently, do anything, can you? I mean, we could all start yelling at each other. What if we did
We
that?
we
Let's.
we could point guns. Here's my
Oh,
heat gun.
you're scaring me. I know that was
Wait. This one's a Wagner. It's a yeah.
oh,
Um,
oh, that looks sharp. And I've got a
yeah.
cat
Oh, we
dog.
got
Look at
this
this.
too.
This
We
is an
got the soldering iron. That.
We'll solder
Yeah.
you. Talk about we're not nailing down Ohio. We're going to solder it.
You could
solder
do that,
down. There we go.
but
Now,
I have to caulk first.
Right.
It's
Got to caulk
yeah.
first.
Then
oh,
I'll nail down. I've got nails. I
I prefer
got
screws.
nails.
They hold better.
Not in the trim work. Not in
Yeah.
the
Well, yeah,
trim.
yeah,
This
yeah.
is really nice wood. I don't want to put screws in it.
No,
I
obviously.
yeah, nails somewhere. Are they? Where are my nails? I hear it. Yeah, yeah. See. So when I get ready, I'll be nailing down Ohio with these. It's
okay, good. Those that
yeah.
now are those long enough to actually like hold it down?
Oh
Because I
yeah.
mean that
Yeah. They were hard to get off. I guarantee you, they were very difficult.
okay, good. Good.
Yeah. Yeah.
No point in nailing something down if you can't nail it down, correctly. So,
Correct.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah. But Big E, I know you don't have to turn your video on. I know that's totally an option, but your voice is welcome. Did you have questions, comments, concerns based on some of the exciting things you're hearing so far on a Saturday?
No, not in particular. Not really. Just a lot of nailing going on over here too.
Okay, okay.
Got
Well,
any fall winter garden things going on over there in Mississippi?
I've got well, my peas are doing pretty well. A little sweet peas.
Yeah,
Mm.
like shelling peas.
No, no, just sweet peas, just to pick and eat.
Oh, I got you. Like sugar snaps.
Yes,
Gotcha. Oh man, those things are so good, aren't they?
I love them.
Have you ever stir fried them?
No, they don't make it. They don't make it in the house.
It's hard for them to, I know. Um, yeah, this past season we had so many for once. We had so many because they're problematic here. You know how that can be. Our weather can really mess them up, or they can do great. We had so
Yeah.
many. We started like using some for stir fry. Oh man, they're freaking amazing. Like
Oh
snow
yeah.
peas, but better.
I can only imagine that. But like I said, I can only imagine it.
Walk through the
I mean,
garden and they're gone before you get out of the garden.
oh
Once,
yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
I just eat them while I stand there by the plants.
right.
I don't have a lot of them, just a few.
makes sense. Well, Mike, welcome to Zoom. It's good to see you, sir. Uh,
Better late than never.
that's what they say,
Oh,
but
We were
Mikey,
waiting on you, sir. You're not late. You're
Mikey C will always straighten you out. I don't care how late you are.
thank you, thank you. We do need some straightening out on a Saturday. So, Mike, if you can please, we're turning the microphone over to you. Jason, can you hand Mike the mic? And Mike, why don't you help us bring this meeting to order because we've just been in chaos, total chaos.
Well, if you're anywhere near Wisconsin today is the first day of deer hunting. So you better
Okay.
stay off the road or you're going to get shot.
Uh-oh. Oh my. Oh my goodness.
You get shot
Every
on
day
the
is
road.
deer hunting here. I don't know what y'all doing up there, man.
You,
You see one, you shoot it. I mean,
or run over it.
Well, there are so many people running over them. The nearest city is has said they're hiring sharpshooters. I'm like, where do I sign up? Uh,
Yeah, I heard an interesting fact that the day after they change the time,
Mhm.
it's this time of year for a lot of the country, the bucks are going into the rut. So they're doing a lot of running, they're trailing does, and they're also very brazen at that time. They start not really caring because they are pretty big, strong animals. And the information I heard, and I believe this is from some insurance companies that put this together, but the day after daylight savings time happens, this time of year, automobile deer collision accidents go up like 300 or 400%.
Yeah,
As
very.
everybody's schedule shifts, the deer have been in their schedule. And
Yeah.
they're not I think they're called crepuscular. Like they're not
Yes, that's the
nocturnal.
word I was
They're
going to
not
say.
diurnal,
Yeah.
they're not nocturnal. Yeah,
Right.
is that I think that's the right term, crepuscular. So they're
Crepuscular.
most active
Crepuscular. Yeah.
right
Yeah.
there before daybreak and right there after sundown.
Oh,
When the
they're
time
up all night
shifts,
here. They're up
yeah.
all night with
Now,
me. I see them at
Jason,
2, 3,
Chuck,
4 in the morning.
I got to ask you guys to pause just a second. Just because I fully understand exactly everything you're saying doesn't mean that the internet viewer who sees this on the interweb understands. Can you guys put this into layman's terms? Because there's
He
at least,
just did.
well, there is at least three there is at least three laymen who will
So
potentially watch this on the interwebs.
let
So,
let me spell this Hegelian dialectic out. The problem solution. Okay, so by law, you have to have automobile insurance now so that rates can be cheaper for everybody. Oh, I'm sorry.
oh,
That was a lie they told us. That's not what they tell us anymore. But since you now have to have it, we can just arbitrarily put whatever rates we want to based upon data and figures. Oh, so we're going to arbitrarily just change the time, knowing that's going to increase death rates, vehicle animal collisions drastically, and so we're going to jack your rates up and not even care. Just whatever.
oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
is why I do everything an hour later when they pull that shit.
Hmm.
Yeah.
are tangents allowed here?
Yes, we've
Yes,
already been on
Mike.
at least
Mike,
three.
you are allowed a tangent. Go ahead.
Okay, well, I heard this guy on the Sirius Elvis channel. He said, and I kind of like this idea. Just make it okay, a half hour ahead of time. Don't change any time. Keep it the same all the time, a half hour ahead.
Hmm.
You would satisfy the kids who have to go, you know, does it make sense or not?
Why change the time? Because here's the
Well,
thing. Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question, Mike. Why is there a time? Why are there time zones?
I can answer so that you won't be late to this meeting. That's the whole reason. It's my fault.
Exactly.
I'll take the
I
blame.
got a better idea.
Exactly. Seriously, it is a system so that this system can be on time.
Yeah.
I got a better
Because
idea
no
though.
one, everyone's noon is personal to themselves.
Yeah.
But go ahead, Chuck.
Yeah.
Got a better idea.
What's that?
Why not just refer if we're going to use time, which I'm all for it, honestly. But
Yeah.
let's say we just reference that off GMT, and then say, oh, okay, like right now it would be, uh, 3:43 or 15:43.
Yeah.
That's and that way anyone who publishes a time has the same then when they're open. Like China, for example, has only
Right.
one time zone, and that's the same time. It's a huge country, of course, and they span about 4 or 5 what we would call time zones, but it's all one time zone. That eliminates the confusion. So country or businesses in the west side of China open up at a different time, but it's the same daylight
Yeah, exactly.
place.
And again, it's a system that's put in place so that everybody makes their meeting on time and we can all have this organized system.
Yeah.
Has anybody ever heard that the daylight savings time stuff was done for farmers? Has anybody else heard that
Yeah.
oh yeah,
concept or
Oh,
yeah.
I
argument before?
I think some have said that. I've heard
Okay,
that.
so I
It
don't
was
hear it as
done
much
for
now.
farmers or against
No,
farmers.
for farmers, right? Doesn't it sound absurd if you've actually done it, right? Because who
Yeah,
gives a shit what that number says on your watch?
We
The
have lights
sun is
now.
what governs what you when you do stuff. Those
No, no,
Yes.
we have
goats
lights
don't
Yes.
on. We have
care
lights
what
on
it
our
says.
combines and shit. We have
Yeah.
stuff going. We have stuff harvesting corn at 3 in the morning right in my backyard. It's
But
well,
when
fun.
they
far.
change time, do you
They have
change the
lights.
time you harvest? When they change the clocks, though, you make sure you change the time you harvest, right?
Right. Yeah. No, it's just in the middle of the
Wait a
night, man.
second. Wait a second.
Right. Doesn't
All
affect
right.
you one bit.
3. Yeah.
But
No, not a bit.
farmers like to get up early, so why not keep it standard time then?
Wait a
No,
second.
Well, that's
some
just it. It
farmers.
was a
Ours
lie.
are up at 3 in
Do
the
you,
morning, man.
it
We
was a
got.
lie.
Yeah.
Why do they really do it?
Wait a second.
Why
Wait
do
a
they really
second.
do it?
Okay, Jason, what's the answer?
Okay, think about it. We do have a circadian rhythm. We are a part of nature. We've been sold that lie that we're separate from it. Nature has to do with the human condition. We are part of it. We are connected to that sky clock.
Yeah.
That's why, as it goes into the fall, winter days, and the daylight hours are shortening, look, the seeds of plants know that the daylight hours are shortening. You do too. They've convinced you to ignore it and act like you're a robot. So, right there, about the time when you are going to slow down, they get you to slow down further and adjust the time by 1 hour. We don't see that kind of a swap in nature that's sudden, it's gradual. Okay. So, what happens? You do slow down. Now they need to up production because a lot of industries slow down in the winter, and it's a trickle effect that ripples out to everybody else. So
Yeah.
now in the spring, when they need to get you to go ahead and get cranked back up, reverse that, flip it 1 hour. Now your body's really out of whack. Now you feel like you're behind the gun. You wake up every morning and go, oh, damn, got to get going, right? It's a psychological operation. And if people can't see that, I don't know how else to explain it because it really screws people up. Look at different statistics after that change in time in the spring. That's when it really gets people.
Oh,
Heart
yeah,
attacks go
absolutely.
up, suicides go up. You have a lot of issues, stressors caused by that. And you got a lot of people in that, they got to get in that go mode now, buddy. It's in the summertime. We got to go. We got an extra hour of daylight because somehow if you cut the end of the blanket off and put it over here at the top,
Yeah.
now it's a foot longer.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
Oh,
to
boy.
People
fuck with
believe
people's
that.
minds. Excuse my language, but that is what it's for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, to some extent, I can say a little bit.
I don't
It's
know mad
sort
about
of
that.
for golfers, sort of, sort of. There
It's
are those who play the game of golf, and they're also trying to have a traditional boring job. They want to squeeze in some golf ahead of their job. Some of these people, and those people happen to tend to have more financial resources than the average Joe six pack. And so, since they have more financial resources than average Joe six pack, they mostly get what they want, or at least on issues like what time their stupid wristwatch says it is. Can anybody explain to those people that they could just quit their 9 to 5 garbagey job that they probably hate anyways and just golf all day or whatever? Why do the rest of us have to change our clocks because somebody wants to squeeze in a round of golf before whatever?
so that's
That's
why
a
the
good
time
theory.
was.
That's a good theory. With all those golfers back in the day.
Um,
That is
but
too
I'm
funny.
home. Hey, where's my drums? What did you guys do with my
Well,
drums? I have a drum set here somewhere.
we need some sound effects. We do. After a spiel like that, we need some sound effects or something. A slide, a
Yes,
little
exactly.
carnival music.
Yep, yep. So,
Oh.
oh boy, we've just bored everybody. Everybody on the interwebs just logged out because we were mega boring. What?
Wow, I love your T-shirt, Eric.
Well, thank.
Chuck's gears are turning. I want to hear
What's
Chuck's
it
gears
say?
are over there turning. I want to hear what he's got to say. I can see the
What?
gears grinding.
No, I don't see what his shirt says.
It's
Oh, okay.
is 1948 Israel of God?
I I don't
Which
care.
God? My first question would be, which God
I
are we talking about?
I
Uh,
don't
And yeah,
care.
I don't care.
well,
Well,
and
the
of
pro
course, yeah,
the problem with today's politicians, they don't know the answer to that T-shirt.
Hmm.
yeah.
I don't care about them either. It works out. Yeah. Yeah. Somebody just informed me that Thomas Massey, like the big libertarian, is the representative for Northern Kentucky, which is very close to me. And I'm like, oh, that's news. I didn't know that. I don't care. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Theoretically,
but he's
theoretically, if everybody started to become more self-reliant, theoretically, I know this is a big stretch, but if everybody, or not even everybody, if the majority started becoming more self-reliant, more producers, less consumers, less dependents,
Yeah.
and totally ignored the politicians, their bureaucrats, their BS, and the
We do it
system,
here.
would it just shrink and go away? A theoretic, I mean, because where our attention goes is where our power goes. And attention, our attention is literally what runs this
This
world.
this county is pretty much like that. I mean, we don't hear of government at all. We don't see it at all. We don't. One thing we did see, I remember a couple nights ago, we're talking about that EMS fire levy thing.
Mhm.
They pulled the exact same shit here, and it was shut down very hard. And I do think that the person, whoever brought that up, won't be doing that again. They do tend to go a little bit farther than just voting no here. Yeah,
So kind
that's
of a
not
similar
a.
situation what I was describing around here. They were trying to slip some stuff in for your
Yeah,
fire department.
yeah. We have a volunteer fire department that's
Yeah, same
fantastic. I mean,
here.
they're absolutely
Same
top
here.
notch, top
Yep.
notch, and we don't. Yeah, we don't
Right.
want. We yeah, none of it. And so everybody had a no sign up in their thing, but more than that. The people that did that. I mean, I found a local
Right.
politician who he wanted to tell a person like, hey, your yard is messy, clean it up. And I'm like, and I got right in the guy's face and I said, I don't know this person, but you have absolutely no right to do that. Don't you dare do that. And
Whose
I I,
yard
I
is
think
it?
he felt. Yeah, that's what I said. I said, whose yard? He goes, well, that it brings down the price. The houses next door. I said, then they have a civil suit. Well, let them bring a civil suit. Otherwise, you stay the fuck out.
Eh,
And I said that with a pretty threatening tone of voice. I think he got the message. And that's not even near me. That's a few miles down the road in a little tiny city. But yeah, I think he got the message.
yeah. Chuck, we've got about 7 minutes left. Would you be okay if I did a quick commercial? I know commercial. We don't know it in life commercials, but I promise if I do a
Or is it
commercial,
an infomercial?
what's that?
Or is it an infomercial?
Yes, it's an info. We'll do. How about yes, an infomercial?
How about a short infomercial? They're
A sh-
usually too long. They're way too long.
But wait, there's more.
There's
Yeah, as
but
long as
more.
I get, as long as we all get equal time for our companies. So yeah, go right ahead and then I'll
okay.
I'll, I'll have mine.
All right. I will try to keep this quick. We live in this digitally. Okay. I'm losing time for my commercial. So these are two fantastic books, and this book is High Road Leadership, and there's a little. I don't know if people can see the bookmark. This bookmark is
Got it.
getting quite close to the end of High Road Leadership, and
Mhm.
it within depending on how things go, within maybe 1, 2, or 3 weeks, I don't know, or maybe, whatever, potentially this book will get completed, maybe by some of us. And then as this book completes, possibly, wisdom takes work. That's just an idea. I have yet to. Wisdom takes work. Maybe wisdom doesn't take work. Maybe the title of the book itself is wrong. Maybe wisdom just
No,
but maybe.
that that title is very appealing to
Uh,
me.
It does.
yeah.
Are you
It
selling these
does.
books?
No, but allegedly, there are people and or businesses that do. But I mean, allegedly, just allegedly. So
So you're doing a commercial for those people, not for yourself.
I guess. I mean,
No, do a
yeah.
commercial for yourself, the reading of those books. That's what he does. He reads those books in the morning and for a
Well,
few minutes, and they're very helpful to start out the day and
Yeah, it's not a commercial.
a little shot of
I
positivity.
do have a nomination, by the way, which take it or leave it. Either way, I'm not going to be mad if you don't. But Josh McDowell's evidence that demands a verdict.
I've heard that. I have, and actually, somewhere in
I'll send it to you.
I may have a copy of it. In fact, I think I do, but the number of books that I have sometimes makes it where if I haven't gotten it out in the last day or 2 or 3, I may have to unbury. It could have sometimes great books end up in places like garages, places like, so,
Oh no.
you know,
Okay. I have a prediction. Financial prediction, take it or leave it.
okay.
Let me get back in here.
Hold up that book one more time, Eric.
Financial prediction. If we start seeing a strain on our power grid, if we start seeing a breakdown of things, if we start seeing the internet starting to be a little more 1984-ish than it already has been, because see, digital things can be manipulated, changed
Uh,
across the board succinctly. I have a prediction. I do believe that books will become more valuable in the future. That actual hard copies of good books
yeah,
that contain wisdom, knowledge, truth. These things are going to become a lot more because right now books are really cheap. I mean,
Yeah,
really
I
cheap.
couldn't sell any of mine.
Amazingly. Yeah.
None of them.
yeah. Yeah, Jason, I think that you are
This
correct in that. Which book is that? Oh,
things like this. I got this for $5.
Well, I tried to
Hardbound,
sell it for three, including shipping, and I couldn't get it.
hardbound.
Yeah,
Right. And I mean, right, because everybody's doing the digital, but when as more awareness that things are getting manipulated, and if things start to get where it's less trustworthy, yeah, that's my prediction. Take it or leave it. I think quality books will increase in value.
yeah.
Makes sense.
So,
And whiskey, that'll increase in value.
what's that? Whiskey?
And whiskey,
Yes, it will shoot through the moon, or
peppermint schnapps.
yeah. So what's for breakfast? I'm ready. I'm ready for
no,
breakfast. What's for breakfast? Let's just.
Apple
no,
wine.
What's that?
Apple wine
Apple
Ooh,
no.
wine for
started the right
breakfast?
way.
for breakfast.
Yeah,
Oh
Bit
man.
of the French.
Rumpen means schnapps, 100 proof.
That'll
That may
wake you up.
work. Anybody have, if you have these and you need to get rid of them, there are people who you can just, if you're
We'll
thinking
properly
about
dispose
burning
of them.
them. What's that?
We'll properly dispose of them for you.
Yes, we have a service. Well, we will help you to dispose of your fiat currency. All you have to do is just, we will dispose of it properly. We will make sure that no one ever sees it again.
Quick plug, because I know Eric probably wants to take it away. When we talk about doing things for yourself, whenever I talk about skills and so forth, like knowledge really is powerful. You don't have to remember to bring it with you or put it in a backpack. It's there with you. The more knowledge you have, the less you need to do with.
Yeah.
So teach yourself, gain knowledge, spread the love. That's all I got.
We've got about 84 seconds. Mike or Big E, one of you guys has got to steal the show and for the 84 now
We
down.
haven't we haven't heard from Big E. Let's hear from Big E.
Yeah, Big E.
Oh, I don't know. Did anybody else living in a place where they say ICE is coming? Supposedly
Yeah,
big crackdown.
we got a city
Is that
right
happening?
by us called ISIS.
No, not ISIS. ICE.
Ice.
Oh, ice storm.
Homeland. No,
Oh,
the
ICE, ICE. Oh,
Oh,
no,
ice.
no,
immigration
no,
thing.
Oh,
no.
Apparently, so New
yeah,
Orleans and South
yeah.
Mississippi is supposed to get hit by an influx of federal agents here before long. Apparently, so
No, that wouldn't happen here.
Mm, yeah.
wouldn't happen here. Out there, okay.
No.
Careful,
Be in the
Daddy's
cities.
watching.
Probably
Daddy's
going to be in the
watching.
cities. As we've said, it's in the populated cities where people are more dependent like.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
Chuck, don't you have a lot of immigrant labor around there? If you got farming?
No.
No. Wow.
No. No.
We're gonna run
You're
all
not in
out of
Florida. That's
time.
for sure.
Good
All
seeing
right.
everybody.
We'll see everybody
Adios.
again soon. Have a
Au
good rest
revoir.
of Saturday. Das Vinicia. I hope I didn't say